Hey, it's Dr. Sara Gottfried. We are here in the bathroom that belongs to my daughters, and we found a little black something on the floor.
It's kind of the whole subject we were talking about earlier. I mean, where do you draw the line in the sand? You can get a buildup of microbial growth in your sinks, in your showers, and these are areas where there's abundant amount of moisture that you're using, so you can't really get rid of the source unless you don't want to take your showers or brush your teeth at night, kind of a thing. So,
and for an adolescent girl, that's not going to happen.
Yeah,
she washes her hair every day.
Yeah, and I'm sure there's a surplus of water splashing around, and probably in this case, that's exactly what we have here. Just in the corners, right on the outside of the tub, you have what amounts to linear, maybe a couple inches of suspect mold growth, and it likely is mold growth that's just on the grout line. So we've seen this before in our homes where it's just a little bit. Does that mean that you have to gut the entire shower? No, that's not what that means. Further inspection by myself visually using a couple of meters I have does not indicate a greater problem beyond the surface of the actual grout line, what we see. So in this situation, a lot of times it just boils down to prevention. It boils down to making sure when you get done using the shower that you're wiping off those surfaces, that you don't leave them to stay wet. In the situation on this side, this actual curtain acted as the perfect barrier to encompass a little microenvironment, so you have the same microbial issue down here. And then, right now, currently the most popular method of taking care of these sorts of issues is a damp cloth. It's like a Swiffer cloth, using like a white vinegar or hydrogen peroxide, whatever you prefer, to try to disinfect that areas. But keeping things dry is going to be important to prevent it from growing in the future.
So I want to talk white vinegar for a moment, because I just looked it up, and it kills 82% of mold species.
Yeah, 82%. It makes you wonder about that remaining percentage. What's up with those? Yeah.
Well, you can add a little baking soda, and that kills a few more.
Okay, we neutralize it somehow. The pH levels change and things like that. Yeah, you know what? Ironically, the issue is with killing stuff. It's more about removal than it is killing it, because we know in the community that dead or alive, mold can still be allergenic, and potentially, there's that word, toxigenic in the environment. So instead of, we grew up with the idea of spraying bleach on everything and leaving it where it was, we want to remove that. And that's why I mentioned that damp cloth. You want to use that stuff to kill it, but wipe it down and actually remove it from those surfaces. You're going to get a lot of the problem, especially when it's just local and cosmetic in nature.
So that's a quick tip. Get rid of that mold, what did you call it? Suspect black
microbial
There
growth.
we go. Okay. Get rid of it with some white vinegar. It's Dr. Sara Gottfried. I'll see you next time.